Okay. And here we go. I think we're pretty live now. Let me just get the thumbnails done and ready. And then I'll be with the chat. We're just starting off. 4-day week this week. Hey Alberto, good to see you, buddy. Right, and away we go. Good morning, John. How are you? Hope you had a great weekend. Nice long weekend. Good morning, Captain. I missed the earlier pop on DCIG. I tried to get back in for the break of highs here, and it's just consolidating, so I cut it for a small loss. Yeah, no, it was all right. Nice weekend. Quite enough. Beautiful weather. Beautiful weather. Which I could say the same now. It's absolutely pouring down. Yeah, I'm feeling so much better today. It's 2 weeks since I had the COVID, so well, no, it's actually a little over a week. So it would have been the weekend before, the last weekend, yeah. So yeah, feeling much better. Well, let's have a look. Oh, right, okay. Well, that's a decent... Nivelis. So, what is the news? Nivelis announced a pilot agreement with Davita. And they also dropped a news drop last Tuesday as well. It's a only 1.2 million in this float, very small float, 1.2 million. Just seeing if there's any registered shelf offerings there. Not that I can see off the top of my head, and certainly not in the last couple of months. There's a prospectus there from March, but there's no Form S with it, so that looks okay. Yeah, there's no effective shelf at the moment on this. There's a prospectus there from October, but no, like I say, no Form S from October last year. That's an S1. Oh, there's no shelf registration, which is that's good news if it continues. Yeah, it doesn't last that long, Calvus. It's I think it's 12 months or something. The one and only. Right, okay. I think you've got a doppelganger. I'm sure Alistair would beg to disagree that you're the only Alistair. Well, that was a quick pop up, wasn't it? Pop and drop. We've had a couple of those this morning. So BOF was another one. So BOF popped up and dropped off as well. So it might be 3. I don't know. I'll look it up. Normally, if it doesn't happen in the first, it's literally they'll register it, and then they'll have to redo it and make the form effective. And look, if it's not dropped in the first 6 to 12 months, there's usually a reason for it. Rivian popped up. A little bit more expensive. Rivian owners to be able to access Tesla superchargers from 2024 with adapters. That's the news catalyst from this morning. Just dropped kind of 10 minutes ago. Rivian always stacked on the level 2 though. That's the only thing wrong with it. It's the only thing wrong with it. That's the thing that I'm not too keen on. Well, if it gets back over 6, I'll be interested again. Calvus. Needs to get back over 6. Back over the VWAP. I thought it was going to bounce on the VWAP, if I'm being honest, and it didn't. Right. Well, it popped up. It did kind of almost a $3 move up and then a $2 pullback. So struggling at the $0.5 now. It was almost a $3 move up and then a $2 pullback. So it went up to 7, pulled back to 5. It was a $2, but it was like started at what, just over $4 earlier today, but they started to squeeze about 4.20. So you know, $3.80 on the move up, $2.80 on the move up, and $2 pull back. We'll see if he gets back over the VWAP. I'm interested. Excuse me. This is IPO from Friday. Why is Branch Out Foods moving? Well, it was an IPO on Friday. It only got listed on Friday, and it sold off. It started the day at kind of 560 or whatever it was, and then sold off. So it was opened at 569, closed down at 443. So it sold off pretty much the whole day. Novalis moving again? No, it's underneath the VWAP. I don't like that. Let's have a look at DICE. No, there's no trade there. DICE Therapeutics looks like an acquisition to me. Let's have a quick look. Okay, so DICE Therapeutics, DICE surges after 2.4 billion acquisition by Eli Lilly. So $48 a share. DICE, that's what Eli's going to be paying. It's currently 46. You might get a bit of movement, but there's not a lot there. So Eli has agreed to buy DICE. Let me just turn the TV off. Bloomberg in the background annoying the hell out of me. Yeah, the small account took a hit. I got a bit frustrated with the speed that we were growing it. So we hit the milestone. We got over $2,000, and I thought, you know what? I'm gonna swing. I'm take a swing, and that's what happens when you swing for the fences. You get struck out. So we took a big hit on Friday with the small account. So that's an expensive lesson. But we had a good day on Friday in the main account, which kind of made the day sweet. It was a 7,000 positive day, but we lost about 40% of the account on the small account. But the big swings, if you've got to be an aggressive trader, big swings are to be expected. I'm more aggressive than I would recommend anyone else be. Let's go back to BCIG that I was trading earlier. Now, there's no leverage on BCIG, so I was looking for 20 cents. I got 10, and then it pulled back, and I thought it might curl back up again. So look, it is what it is. BCIG just ranging sideways on the VWAP right now. Well, Calvis, all of these stocks can move quickly if they do move. That's the whole point of trading these low float, low cap stocks. So yeah. So guys, yeah, there's range on it. There's definitely range on it. It's got decent range. So if you look at it, I mean, the spreads are fairly okay. We're talking about 5 to 7 cents on average on the spreads, but the range is quite large. It's quite rangy. I mean, you're talking like 25, 30 cents. It normally does. So this is the point with something like Novelis. It normally does about 80,000 shares on a daily basis, and it's these low float, micro float stocks, if you will, a little over 1 million shares in this float. It normally does 80,000 shares per day. Over the last 3 months, it's averaged about 80,000 shares. Today, it's done 800,000. So that's a relative volume of 10x. So when it's done 800,000, it's only 1.2 million in the float. So what you're looking at here is it's recycled. As you can see straight away, it's recycled three quarters of its float already, or 2/3 of its float, really. It does have, there is volatility. There's definitely volatility with it. Got up to kind of the just over 422 there on that last pump. But you've got to factor the range into your risk as well, because if you get in at a particular point and it decides to pull back, how much you prepared to risk. So you've got to factor that in as well. So this pilot they've agreed with, the pilot agreement they've agreed with DaVita is to pilot Aquadex ultrafiltration therapy to treat adult patients with congestive heart failure. and similar related conditions. So that's why this is moving up. And if it gets over $5, we get leverage on it too. Yeah, that would have been a nice entry on the 5 minute. Oh, what's just happened with the SPY? Is that a misprint? That's a misprint, must be. What's going on with the SPY? That's not right. The price action, the level 2 and the price action isn't reflective of the chart. Must be a misprint. That happens occasionally. I'm in at 33. I wanted to get in at 30, but I've got a bad fill. See this testing a new high, testing the $0.50. Got 33 cents is the average true range on this, so you've got to factor that in as well. We get over a $0.50, 48 on the ask. High of day is 49, 449. This is Novellis, N-U-W-E, Novellis, Ricardo. Well, that rejection at the $0.50 wasn't what I wanted. Wasn't what we wanted. I'm going to give it to 410 and then get it. I figured it might retest. Got massive devil horns on the 5 minute. Double top on the double top in the 2 minute. So I'll give it 20 cents. I'm not even going to give it for 410. I'm just going to give it 20 cents. We're taking a little bit of profit up there at the $0.50 like an idiot. You know that there's a psychological resistance level, you should be taking profit. Now will we move up and retest it, and this time I will take profit at 450 if that's the case. If not, we're getting out for another loss. Not the way you want to start your day, really. 2 red trades in a row. But it's not like me to start the day red and then try a comeback. Watch this bounce on the on the whole dollar, and if it moves back up, can always get back in. Yeah, look, it is what it is. It is what it is. Especially when it bounces on the VWAP and then and moves back in. But you've got to draw the line in the sand somewhere, you know? You can always get back in if it curls back up. Well, there you go. There you go, Calvus. At least you made some out of it. I don't like the devil horns on the 5. But for those of you watching on TikTok, you can see here, devil horns on the 5, just really reversal indicators. In theory, you know, getting out pretty much on the 5 there. So low 408, and I got out at exactly 408. So I got out at is it broke a new low on the 5 minute? I was actually looking for a little bit better than that. I was looking at 413, but got slippage. Well, it does have potential to move and move fast. You're absolutely right. The question is, you've got to be patient with it as well, and that comes with, you know, you've got to be willing to take a risk with it. When it's so volatile, 30 cents on the average true range. I mean, we're looking at like penny spread, so between 2 and 3 cents on the spreads, but 30 cents on the average true range. So it does have that potential to move quickly. Right now, I'm still looking at those devil horns on the 5 set. That's not filling me with a great deal of confidence. So we'll wait. Wait for the confirmation. To be fair, where I got him, you know, for a break of 430 wasn't a bad entry. I just didn't take profits when I should do, and nobody goes broke taking profits. Just remember that. Remember to take profits. It's also, not only is it good for you in terms of locking some in and reducing your exposure, reducing your risk, also good for you from the compounding effect. With a small account, if you've got a stock that's you've got leverage on, and there's no leverage on this at the moment because it's not over $5, but if you've got a stock that's got leverage on, taking profits on a regular basis, and then buying back in at a later, it allows you to buy back more. It allows you to scale in and grow the size of the position, even if you go for maximum leverage from the start. For example, okay, and this is important. This is the miracle of compounding. It's what I suppose financial miracle is what compounding is. Okay, so if you've got leverage, let's say you've got $1,000 in your account, and you've got leverage at $5. You get 5 to 1 leverage. Nice round number, 5 to 1 leverage. So you take full leverage of a $5 stock as it moves up to $6. Okay, so straight away you've got 1,000 shares, a full dollar. You've made $1,000 on your $1,000 position. Now it's unrealized at this stage, but if you then take profits, if you take half off, okay, so you lock in $500. You've still got 500 shares there at $5, but you've locked in $500. It pulls back a little bit at the whole dollar of 6. Then as it breaks 6 to move upwards, you then rebuy with that what you've got, that $500 that you've got there to rebuy with, plus the leverage on that as well. It'll allow you to buy another 800 shares. And not only will it allow you to buy 800 shares, you're buying them at a discount because you've still got 500 shares in the position at $5. So you end up, you've now got 1,300 shares at an average position of about $6.70. So it moves up another dollar, and you take 800 off, so leaving 500 in there. And you see where I'm going. You're then able to, as it pulls back and as it breaks 7, so you're able to use that compounding effect on using the leverage gives you as you move higher, and it's just a great way to grow your account. Yeah, all of the biggest candles are red at the moment on that Calvus. AI, T3 AI moving up again. Hit a high of just shy of $49 on Friday. $4 move to reach the high. Yeah, it's a picture perfect scenario, but what do you want to do? Factor in all the variables whilst I'm trying to do a very quick analogy? I don't think so, Alex. Come on, picture perfect scenario. But what the picture I'm trying to paint is that by taking profits, if you're working a margin account or working leverage on your account, by taking profits at regular intervals, it's going to help you grow your account. By taking profits, not only is it going to lock in profits, so you as it pulls back, you're going to lose less. But as you're able to then buy back in for more by using the leverage and the compounding effect of the margin leverage that you get. So that's the scenario that I was painting there, Alex. It's why not buy in at $5 for maximum leverage and let it ride? Because you miss out on the peaks and troughs that you can profit from. You miss out on the range and volatility. That's one. But also you miss out on the compound effect of the of realizing some of those gains. This dragonfly keeps popping up, but it's not really doing a lot. I had a patent last week. I think it was Wednesday or Thursday last week. Had a big patent. Patent news went up to like 450. No, beginning of the week. Went up to like 450 almost. 445. But it's just gapped down overnight. Huge gap down overnight from 280 down to like 190. So yeah, I'm not overly enamored with Dragonfly. Keeps popping up and hitting the scanners though. We'll see. Lordstown Motors. This one and Virgin Galactic are the two that cost us money on Friday. Yeah, I can't try that. Look how stacked that is. It's an ETF, that's why. It's a 20-year. Yeah. Treasury bill, 20-year Treasury bill. That's why that's why that's not going anywhere. There's no range on that. You don't trade, ETFs and derivatives for that very reason, the lack of range, lack of volatility. Hey Mike, Super Chip. Well, we've got quite a bit of movement this morning, but nothing following through at the moment. Well, we're getting a lot of that. The kind of initial spike and then the fade off. Spike up, fade away. It's been common this last couple of weeks, and it was common last year as well. Actually, with the exception, I think Euroclean at this time last year was going absolutely mental, and a couple of others. Dragonfly selling now, is it? Oh, it's just dropped a good. That's just dropped a hell of a lot. This Dragonfly. Yeah. Announced the pricing of a 20 million underwritten public offering. It's a miserable rainy Tuesday in Dublin as well, Super Chip. Well, that's why I keep saying these stocks are garbage. I didn't like the look of Dragonfly anyway, as you all know. I mean, it had OMS there registered last Wednesday, or amended last Wednesday. It went in on the 5th, the original S1. Prospectus on the 1st, S1 on the 5th. So it was always there. Dragonfly was always trying to pump it, and that's why they pushed the news out around this last week around this patent. It doesn't really mean anything. So US patent for lithium battery processing or something. It doesn't really mean much, but they try to push it out to pump the stock up so they could hit the market with an offering, and that's common practice. When companies aren't making money, when public listed companies aren't making any money, that's what they do, you know. It's actually not. It's not in bad. I mean, the EPS growth is like negative position, but the debt to equity is quite good on Dragonfly. Still don't like it though. There you go. That's Dragonfly hitting the market with an offering. Novelis underneath the VWAP now. Not that I'd have to double check. I mean, just look at the daily chart. There was a big sell-off there at the beginning of May. I don't know what that was. Big sell-off there at the beginning of March. Let's have a quick look at Novelis. Have they? Do you know what? I'm going to make myself a cup of tea while we're waiting. So, guys, you watch the market. Market's down at the moment on the day. I'll leave Novelis up there. It's probably the only thing that's really moving. Right, is moving. Lordstown Motors. Yeah, moving up. I managed to short this on Friday. I'm surprised because it sold off so hard. I'm surprised it's not on short sale restriction, but I managed to short it on Friday. Made some of what we lost back, so we lost basically we lost $1,000 on Friday on the small account. EOF trying to curl back up and retest the VWAP. If it can, retest the VWAP, that is. Let me get this. Kind of rejected it before the 3 quarters, so we'll keep an eye on, keep that on watch. If it breaks over the breaks over the VWAP. Okay, well, let's have a look at where we are. Well, not a lot moving. Let's have a quick look at where we are at the moment. As you'll see, this is my Benzinga setup here, just pull up the chat so I can address the chat at the same time. Okay. Okay, so this is my Benzinga setup. As you can see here, I've got this, and I just want to pull up Friday's statistics. So we did 7,700 on Friday. Let me just pull up June. It's not a great month in comparison to the rest of the year, but not every month can be a brilliant month. Well, let's look at that for a second. You can see here that we've got, what's on there? Weird. I'm just looking at the stream, the chat, the stream here, and it's I've got a small thing there, so I need to resize all that, but that's okay, just for the purpose of this. So let's have a look at the detailed for 2023. So we're 25k, just over 25k away from that 7-figure, the magical 7-figure number. But you can see here, June is being, at the moment, June is the worst performing month. But then we had a situation in, I think it was April, where we had a bad month, a bad start to the month, and then it came good towards the end. We had a couple of really big days at the end. But June, it's not great at the moment. We're still profitable, we're still green, but it's not great, shall we say. If I look at since the start of last month and put the small account in there, you can see we've grossed $1,500, so it cost us $1,000 in fees and charges at the moment. So we've doubled the size of the account net. But in fact, we've actually quadrupled the size of the account gross, which goes to show how the impact of fees and charges on a very small account. Which is why I would recommend that we don't, $5,000 is what I would recommend in terms of trading a small account. So yeah, I mean, by all means, take it out. So let's clear that off and start again for this month. We're a little over halfway through. 26k. It's not a great month. Win-loss expectation. You can see here my K ratio, risk versus reward, is all to top. My trade accuracy is actually quite good, kind of a 2 to 1, but it's my risk reward is all it's all over the shop. It really is. Yeah, that's where we are right now. So anyway, let's go back to the stream and the charts, because I can see BOF is breaking out. Right. I've already made 2k on this on the main account anyway. I'm not looking to this does make a move back up. And there's no leverage on this, I don't think, which is why I traded. Yeah, it's no leverage on this. So, but I made 2k of this on the main account already, so we're up on the main account. But it's the small account I want to. It's the small account I want to concentrate on today. Let me see underneath the view app I'm not hammered with. So innovative eyewears, decent catalyst, but I'm not overly impressed with the price action where it's at right now. I may as well watch last week's IPO, Branch Out Foods, IPO on Friday. I only hit the markets. This is the second day of trading. It is volatile, I'll give it that. I have a bad echo. Has anyone else got the echo there? Echo. I can't hear an echo, Josh. So if anyone else is suffering from an echo, I'll turn the gain down, but let me know. Maybe. Okay, let's see if I can't do something about that. Well, we've got echo on. I don't know, it must be the microphone. Let me just unplug and what's going on there? Just unplugged it. Okay, is that any better? There's no echo on YouTube. Okay, there you go. So I've just unplugged the mic and it's reset itself. So that's all right then. Now I need to get my speakers right. Sound settings. Windock. There we go. Hey, Black Eagle. Yeah, so well, it must have been because the microphone will be serving both OBS and TikTok Studio. Whereas if it's only on, this is why I was asking, because if it's on YouTube as well as TikTok Studio, then I know that the echo is hardware at this end. If it's only on one and not the other, then I know it's software based, and I just have to decide whether if it's on Twitch, YouTube, or it's OBS, and then I can do it that way. So I just unplug the microphone. It seems to have done the job. So yes, it's I guess it's a TikTok Studio thing. Well, that kind of got rejected at $6, just over $6. Hot. Yeah. I need range. I need volatility. I can't take trades on something that's got no volatility. There's another recent yeah, no health, no range, so there's no volatility, no trade. Volatility and volume, one without the other, pretty useless. Marathon Digital, you're up number 3 on the momentum chart, so moving up, but the range is crap. Again, need range. Neo, don't like trading you because you're just such a big float. 5-cent range, that's okay, I don't mind that. It's a lot better since this move here. Still red on the day. 20-cent move maybe. Get green. Is Tesla moving up? Neo tends to follow Tesla. Tesla just gone green on the day in the last half an hour. 260s. The overall market's still red. Novelis trying to break, move back up. If it gets over $4, it might move. We'll see. Got range on it. Right, so I'm just going to put the OF on here. Keep an eye on that. $4.25. Yeah, well, let's put a little marker on here so I know what we're talking about. Yeah. So it's $0.25. Bit of resistance at 4.25 here, and here for a lesser extent. 4.50, the $0.50. That's where it got rejected a couple of times. 360. Find support here and here and here. So let's map out the. So we've got support here at 360. We've got resistance here at 4.25. Got the whole dollar in between. It depends. So it depends on the price action leading up to that canvas. Right now, I would look potentially yeah, look for a break of 425. Then be cautious. If it taps 450, take some profits up there because it's been rejected a couple of times up at 450. Needs to be getting over $4 first. But yeah, it's you've got to look at the structure. So the overall structure, if it breaks structure, right now it's downwards trending. If it breaks structure and starts to move back up and move upwards trending, it's the start of a new phase. So it's new structure, and then you look at how that's breaking out. But still, you look on the higher time frames and look at that structure, because what you don't want to be doing is met with important high and demand zones, support and resistance. To all you old schoolers. How's the main account going? We're about 2K up on the main account, I think, today. Where's my main account? Well, let's have a look at the Dow. So DIA, Dow Industrial Average. Now, I know this is an ETF. It's not the actual Dow itself, but it tracks the ETF. So even with the blanks, you get the price action moving with the Dow. So Dow Industrial Average. Well, it just briefly broke a new high pre-market, but it's still down. S&P 500. Again, this is not the S&P 500. It is the SPY, which is an ETF that tracks the S&P 500. So the S&P 500 438 needs to get back up here. That was just that's a misprint, by the way. So I don't know what that action there is. Just up to yesterday's closing price. That's some kind of algorithmic misprint. The NASDAQ down a third. But funnily enough, if you look at this is upwards trending. So I would expect the NASDAQ to go green later today. And that misprint's there on the NASDAQ as well. I mean, you expect misprints at 8 o'clock, but you don't expect them at 8:45. I check Hook. I can. Hook mining. There's Hook. Nobody trading it. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's up nearly 6% or 5.5% today, but there's nobody trading it. There's no range, no volume, there's no intraday trade. After the bell, that may change, but right now there's no trade on Hook. If you're holding bags up there at looking for the break of 250, I mean, good luck to you. Or if you're in it from when it was like down at $1.50, good luck to you. If you're swing trading, Hook mining, I'll take. But right now, from an intraday perspective, you're looking for volume and volatility. It has neither. So Novalis, top of the momentum right now. It's underneath the VWAPs, ranging sideways. see. I'm gonna open that window and see. Whilst it's doing a lot of raining, it's so warm. Thing is, I've got a dog that's absolutely mental because it'll start raining and she'll go and lie on the balcony in the rain. I mean, yeah, she's got this big floofy coat that keeps her warm, but she comes in and expects me to allow her to give me a cuddle because she's absolutely soaking wet. Dorsey flea. Passed out, living her best life. Anybody want to feed the dog? Then get the clapometer working. Tap the screen. Make sure we get 3,000 likes on TikTok, and we'll feed the dog a treat. Otherwise, she goes hungry, and that's all down to you. That's all on you guys. If you don't feed the dog, that's on you. Yeah, Victor, how do you add AI to a cinema chain? Everybody complains when that tune's on because it's a bit loud. There you go, Calvis. That's why it's good to review your trading. Find out what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong. Sound hound on the scanners. Look, it's not. Look, there's plenty of movement. It's just there's no follow through at the moment, so we'll wait for the bell. Got a couple of VCIG potential gap and go, Lucy potential gap and go, Novellis, last week's IPO, BOF, and we're still looking at AI as well. Let's see C3 AI. It's a process, Calvis. It's a process. Absolutely, it takes time. There's no look. I can teach you guys the fundamentals, but absolutely applying. Look, I can teach you how to be a bricklayer. Doesn't mean I'm a good bricklayer. You can pick up bricklaying in a heartbeat. You know the principles of it, the theory behind it. That's okay. But actually put it into practice, you're going to end up with wonky walls. That's all I'm saying. Okay, your first few walls that you build are going to be wonky. Speaking from personal experience, but yeah, what you've got to understand is it's a skill set like any other, and you need to practice and then build the knowledge up and build on that skill set. So you start off, and the more you learn, never stop learning, never stop reading, never stop educating yourself. The more you learn, the more you'll be able to absorb, and the more you'll be able to spot. And then you start using that information to your own benefit. So you're able to spot triggers, you're able to spot windows, you're able to spot breakouts, all before it happens. And it becomes second nature. Now, it doesn't happen all the time. You see me, I lose just as much as that. Well, not quite. I lose for every 2 winners, I get a loser. That's what my statistics tell me. So a third of the time I'm wrong. Today it's 2/3. So I've taken 1 trade on BOF and 2 trades here, and I've got 2 losers and 1 winner. So yeah, I think that's one of the things that helped me turn the corner from kind of treading water to being profitable, Calvis, is doing the replays and journaling my trade. Right, I'll change the scanners over. So reviewing my trades, both good and bad, reviewing the bad ones in particular, I learned more from the losses than I did from the winners. So review your trades on a daily basis. It definitely that's part of what I believe. Part of what's helped me become a profitable trader is by doing that journaling. And I've become more profitable since I've been doing the stream as well, because I'm more conscious that I have to be disciplined. And that's not always the case, of course, as you all see. AI breaking out. Let's go to the main account. Can't trade AI on the, it's too expensive on the small account, so yeah, I'm glad I didn't flick over straight away, jump in straight away. Let the opening range form. Let's see what the market's going to give us. If you're not journaling your trade, you don't have to do. Look, I recommend TraderView. There's a link in the description or in my link tree. Check it out for free. You can get the full package for free for 14 days. Then you can actually just downgrade and go to the freemium version, which gives you a limited number of trades to journal. Trust me, you'll want to pay for it because it is such a valuable tool. It's like Benzinga. It's nothing like Benzinga, but I mean the value that you get from it by reviewing your trades. At the end of the day, reviewing your trades, what you did right, what you did wrong, statistically, how you're performing, how long you're holding on to. See, one thing I've highlighted with a couple of people that I'm mentoring is the difference between the length of time they hold the winners versus the length of time they hold the losers. And if they're not quite in a profitable phase, you very often find they hold the losers a lot longer. So then you look at your average winning trade and you say, okay, if it goes over that time, the likelihood is not going to be a winning trade. So if I'm in a consolidation phase, and let's say my average winner is 10 minutes, if it's 15 minutes and I'm in a consolidation phase, I'm slightly down, I may as well just cut it for a small loss rather than waiting for it to be a loser and holding on to it for 20 minutes and do it that way. So just look into your trading, look into the statistics. It really does help. Cipher, grits, yeah, no volume. Moved up, but there's no volume. Open door. This popped up with good 20 cents. I say good 20 cents. It's only 20 cents. So it's like the average true range is 3. So what you also got to don't be fooled by the chart, the scale of the chart. If the range on the chart is low, a little bit of an excessive move may look huge when actually it isn't. So this isn't a huge move. It's 20 cents. The average true range is 3 cents. So the volatility isn't really there. Whilst as volume has come in, you can see the volume has all come in here. We're like averaging 250,000 shares over the last 5 minutes per minute. That is, the volatility is not following it. Now we're getting a bit of a breakout. I hear 34, I'm looking for 35. There we go. Can we scale in? It's a lot more expensive, so we'll look to scale in if we can, otherwise we'll just take profits. range on this. Got a trailing stop in there now, 30 cents. Let's see how we get on. My average cost is just under 56, 46.56. So if this pulls all the way back, I will get stopped out. If it makes a new high, it's then a profitable trade. It's kind of it's a break-even trade at the moment, barring slippage. Yeah, the break-even trade. So I made $35 on that. $35 is better than a kick in the pants. Anything else moving besides AI? Really want something for the small account. Here we go. CXR. Hitting the top of the scanners. Oh, I know what I've not done. I've not configured my signals on Benzinga properly. Like an idiot. I'm missing all the volatility notifications. There we go. TTTX on. Range on CX app right now is about 5 cents. Sorry, the spreads are about 5 cents. Between 5 and 10 cents. This big pullback here is increasing it. The range is 27, so 5 to 10. You're getting a good 2x coverage on that, but I don't like that pullback. That's nasty. That is nasty. Yeah, the spreads are they're actually not too bad. They're now about 20 cents on the spreads, 15, but the range is 30. So it's about two times with the range versus the spreads. It's pulling back. So whilst I thought I was waiting for a new high, didn't mind this pullback to the VWAP and a bounce, but I was waiting for a new high. Didn't get it, so move on. Yeah, I'm not overly enamored with VCIG. Over $4 if it holds, maybe. Moving up now. Kind of in the embargo area though, CCIG. $4 to $5 is kind of an embargo area. It's no leverage, and it's $1,000 account. It's a bit too expensive with no leverage. So and let's pull back now. Yeah, it's a bit choppy. I mean, it's the momentum of the stock is it's not something I would say is got really good bullish momentum right now. Because quite frankly, it doesn't. $4.15 or above. Got the 416 there, 417, and then came straight back down. So I was looking at maybe getting at 415, just didn't hold. There you go. There's a pullback, breaking new lows. So yeah, it's a little bounce on the VWAP maybe, but it's not holding $4. It's just choppy as hell. Wait for a good setup. So that's not what I would class as a good setup. So just wait for a good setup. Yeah, not great volume on Beam Global. It's moved up. Good 90 cents in the first 10 minutes, but not a good setup. Applied optoelectrics. Yeah, it's not, the range on this is not great. Yeah, look, you've got a situation where if you get good stocks momentum, I don't mind them pulling back, but then you've got to have that. Look, so let's go back to VCIG here right now. So you're looking for where are you? VCIG. It's the choppy nature of it. So you get the break of the VWAP here. It's also just happens to coincide with the break of the opening range high. That's not a bad entry, but for the fact that it's like 394 or something, so you've got the whole dollar right above it. It gets above the whole dollar, quick rejection below it again. You get a bounce at the VWAP, so you think, okay, if it bounces at the VWAP, gets above $4, maybe breaks a new high, so you get to 405, it goes up to kind of 414 and rejected again, all the way down to $4, bounce to $4 up to 415, 417, and then rejected again. So it's too choppy. So what you want to be seeing is like, this move up is a clean move, it's just where it's at with the VWAP, with the opening range high, with the whole dollar of 4, there was no clean entry. There's no reliable entry to get in there because you know you're going to get resistance levels there at all of those levels. So there's no clean entry on it. And then if you did get in, it was pulling back. So then you got this first. When you look for this momentum to start off with, you're looking at get the momentum. First candle breaks a new low, you're getting out. So you're getting out at $4. So where did you get in? Best case scenario here is kind of you're getting in at like I say, a decent entry there is a break of the VWAP, and it's like 390 what 394. So you're getting out at $4, so you made 6 cents. It's not worth it. Patience, just wait for it. So this might turn around and start and get a bit of momentum, and if you look at it on the higher time frame, it's a little bit cleaner, a little bit clearer, but still not. You're still not going to write home about any of that. You know, move up, pull back, move. So slightly higher time frames and stuff. On the 5 minute, you didn't get no breakout. So Kavana's up there at 26. CGTX. Let's have a look at CGTX. That's hitting the top of the movement scanners. CGTX, not the other way around. Yeah, no volume though. So you can't trade it. It's moved 10 cents. Average true range of 10 cents. That's acceptable, but you can't trade it because there's no volume. So it's just about patience right now, guys. CXR pop up and pull back, and then the volume dies out. Not what you want. You want the volume continuation as well. Who said Rivian? Rivian popped up, pulled back at the trying to find support on the V. There's a confluence of support there at kind of 15.50, the $0.50, the pre-market high, the 20 EMA, and it just went straight through them all. So Rivian not looking very strong either. Now I just don't trust this one. Just based on the current, it has to show me some kind of sustained move. Has to break 420 now, break high. So high of day currently 417. So it has to break 420. Above 430 for Calvus. So we already called out that 425 is a key level. Looking at these levels here, it got rejected at 417 pre-market and rejected at 417 here. So I mean, if you look at this here, that's key level. So you've got to watch for that. You don't want to be getting in pre-market rejection as well as an opening range rejection. You don't want to be getting in at 410. There's again no clean moves here. Spreads negligible, so we're looking like 2-3 cents on the spreads, 17 cents on the range, which is great, but the problem is it's just so choppy. So you wait for the good setup. Way off the pre-market highs of like 460 or whatever it was. Yeah, 459. And now we've got that double top formation, which is always very bearish, you know, and you've got to be wary of. So if this comes back and completes the M pattern, so the completion of the M pattern here is below the swing low here, and then you've got the double top, and it breaks down. If it breaks below 375, you've got the M pattern that needs to complete, but it'll get down below and break lows. So right now, I don't trust this one little bit. Feed the pupper. I guess that's probably a good idea. Well, she's asleep. When she wakes up, I'll feed her. Oh, she did wake up. Here we go. Best part of the day. Alice's highlight. Crotch cam. You want this or not? Get up. I'm not feeding you down there. Come on, fatty. Get off your lazy ass. I've got to stand up for this. I've got to stand up for it. Miss. There you go. Go and enjoy. I'll give you another one in a minute. So now we broke that resistance level, and the next level would have been what, 430. It went to 430. 437 and then pull back. So it's choppy, but what are you going to do? Not got the funds to kind of trade a choppy trader like that with the small account again. So let's see if it's worth trading on the main account, because I can always play 435 is the high of this candle. It's so choppy, this movement. Where'd you get in? Yeah, it's just not. I'm not seeing any good setups at the moment, guys. So if you're on here looking for signals, firstly, I don't do that. And secondly, there aren't any really. So yeah, let's have a look at TAST. Hang on a minute. Are we gonna get a breakout here? Can we get a breakout? 430, 436. Well, we broke higher. Am I going to get faked out here? I don't like the action on this ticker at all. $456, I think, is the high of day. Pre-market high. See that? Ultimate fake out on multiple time frames. So you've got a break of new highs and no continuation. Just so choppy to try and trade this. Not I don't like it at all. It's a bit of a creeper, but it's just, I mean, I don't mind trading volatility, but this is just ridiculous. I mean, every other candle is a different color. $0.18 range on it though, so there is opportunity. And when you're looking at like 2 cents on the spread with an 18-cent range, there's opportunity if you've just got to time it right. I timed it wrong there. I timed it up at the top, so maybe time it at the bottom. And I'll see if it moves back up again. See? I think scalpers will love this one because it's just up and down, up and down, up and down, and they've just got 10 bucks here, 10 bucks there. And spreads have widened, 5 cents. Don't like that upwick. I don't like the action on this at all, not one little bit. It's proving frustrating, very frustrating. I mean, it was on the small account. I've got in a bigger size here, but I've got funds in. Problem with the small account, it's kind of all in a fold with every trade. You can't double down, and if you miss time it, you can't double down. With the main account, I can do that. It's not a good strategy. I don't recommend anybody doing that, but are we going to break out here or not? I'm getting mixed signals from this one, all over the place. Every other candle is a different color. Those down wicks are quite bullish, but the up wicks are quite. So it's just choppy, chop, chop. And maybe get the breakout here. No, rejected. Wasn't quick enough to exit. I don't trust this at all, so I'm just going to put 12 cents risk. 16 or whatever. No, don't. 13-cent risk. 14, whatever. Ooh. is it dangerous game you're playing there, Calvis. Yeah, that's the signal I needed. Just get out. Oh, vomit on AI. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that. It's a V, not a Y, Tony. Yeah, again, there's nothing I can do with that. Okay, guys, I guess we're just waiting for the setup. So finger broke pre-market highs, went up a couple of 10 cents and then rejected hard. So that's just finger motion. Yeah, it's a difficult day to trade today, guys. Probably best just to sit on your hands and wait for a setup to materialize. We're half an hour into the market. We've not had a single good clean trade. I mean, putting that stop in place with VCIG was absolutely spot on. Because we got in for the break in here, but look, that's AI. Sorry. We got into the breakout up here, but it's just choppy and it's pulled back all the way to the VWAP now. So yeah, and if this goes up to about kind of 420 and then pulls back again to the VWAP, you're probably going to get a head and shoulders. So just be wary, just be patient, just don't take any trades you don't have to take just for the sake of taking a trade. You don't have to trade. Just remember that a no trade day is not a red day, it's not a losing day. So you take your profits and you protect. Priority one of a trade is protect your equity, and if that means don't trade on a given day, don't trade. Protect your equity. Yeah, there's a lot of movement, but no volume underpinning it. That's a bit of a problem. Because you're not going to get any reliable breakouts, and that's what they're missing is the clean setup, reliable breakouts. I mean, I took a trade there. It was more of a boredom trade than anything else with VCIG. I should never have taken it. Discipline, or lack thereof. Inconsistent volume. You can't trade this on the 1 minute at all. You've got to look at it at a higher time frame. So 430 was a key level before, so let's see. Yeah, it's looking very head and shoulders. This, I don't trust it. Why throw good money after bad? No point. Yes, you missed the crops, Cam Alistair. But it's recorded. You can always rewind and pause, and then rewind and pause and rewind and pause. You know, I know your type. I know what you do in your off time. Yeah, I'm out of tea as well. It's just not reliable, this. Volume. If we get an increase in volume, a higher volume candle as it breaks out, maybe I'll be interested. Maybe we'll get the follow through, but well, when you finished editing that one, Alistair, then make sure you send it back to me so I can have it as a featured video on the OnlyFans site. Oh my word, this is painful. It really is. I picked the wrong day to get greedy on Friday, and today's, well, on the small account, that is. Momentum scanner, I've got regular session, 15 minutes, 150,000 shares or better, and over $2. That's pretty much it. Yeah, I've got through that. I've been through that process, Ricardo. Maybe you were right, Calvus, about it's behaving very feminine. Well, I don't know. I can't say. Without seeing your setup. It's the only one that seems bullish, though. That's the thing. It's the only out of all of the gapping stocks this morning. It's the only one that's still above the VWAP. Everything else is below the VWAP, and that VWAP is typically bearish, meaning that it typically breaks down. Above the VWAP is bullish, but below it is bearish. So typically, if stocks are trading below the VWAP, they're downward trending. This is the only one that's bullish at the moment. Quotient. Let's have a look at quotient. There's no range. Yeah, the problem with this one, it cost me quite a lot on Friday. $1. Go on, I'll give it a go. Oh, 10 cents. Looks like I get 10. If I get 10 cents, I can. $35. Risk 5 to make 10. 526. So I'm risking 6 to make 10. I've got a stop in place with Virgin Galactic. Yeah. Right now I'm risking 4 cents to make 10. $5.75 halt level to the upside, no risk of that being triggered. Well, it's a bit playing passive aggressive the market with me today. Move up, let you get in, then move back. Normally I would just get out there for scratch. Breaking lows. Not like that 5-minute upwick. Which what? Soccer King? Which Paul? Huh? What you're talking about? Which position am I on? I'm on Virgin Galactic. I'm trading Virgin Galactic. SPCE. It's Virgin Galactic. So I'm in at 526. I've got a stop at 522. Trailing stop, 10-cent trailing stop. So I want to see this breakout. I want to see get 10 cents on it at least. Make $50 on this one. If you make $50 a trade, 5 trades a day, that's $250, and that's a good return. Today, I'm looking for $110. That's my target in terms of positive. No, it's a free trade. No, it's a free trade. It's gonna. Look, I'll put 5 cents because the range is 6, so I've just put a 5-cent trailing stop in there. Now I've pretty much got my 10 cents. Yeah, I've got 5-cent trailing stop, so I'll get the 50. I should get the $50. Now I can look at other things whilst that's working away. So ICAD, it's $1.50. It's below my threshold, so I'm not going to switch over to that just yet. So everybody's shouting at ICAD. I don't trade below $2. There you go. I got stopped out for $30, so that's all right. That's a start of the comeback. Today's your first day to guide you. Guide you in doing what? Learn how to trade. I'm not here for you to sponge off. I'm happy to mentor you. I'm happy to, but look, my time's precious. So if you want one-to-one engagement, one-to-one guidance, then sorry, but join the queue. Join the course. Take the course. Yeah, so that's just not filling me with any kind of real enthusiasm either. Let's have a look at AAOI. I had a look at this earlier. 560. Has it got leverage on this? Yeah, I've got leverage on it, but it's just not clean. Again, another one that's not clean right now. 15% up on the day now, so it's just a bit about that kind of level applied up to electrics. Let's have a look at what the catalyst is here. I did look at it earlier, but let's have a look at what the catalyst actually is. Applied up to electronics as a catalyst. New AVP, business development in broadband access. So that's why they're moving up. Added a new executive to the team. That's about it. Not seeing anything else other than that. That news came out at 7, so go figure. There's nobody trading it before then. Again, it's just not clean. Looking for those clean moves. Yeah. Let's go back to Virgin Galactic. Again, this had good movement on Friday. How I lost it, I don't know. This moved up huge amounts on after hours on Friday. That's why it sold off on Friday. Should have shorted the hell out of it. It went from kind of $6 down to kind of $4.70. So I should have shorted the hell out of it in hindsight. Yeah, smash that thumbs up button if you're watching on YouTube or Rumble, or smash the like button. Really helps me out with the algorithm. Quotient. I looked at it earlier, but really? Possible breakout? Breakout of what? There's no range on it. It's like less than 0.5% on the range. We're talking. There's no breakout there. Come on. Have some cop on, Ricardo. Come on. There's no trade there. There's just no range at all. Quotient. There's no volatility whatsoever. It's like less. It's 0.5% volatility on the average true range. Just there's no opportunity there. Not unless you want to be buying and holding for ages. All right, let's have a look at what else we can potentially look at. I'll go on. I'll have a look. I'm not trading it, by the way. We'll have a look because it is moving up. So this is ICAD. Moved up. It's up nearly 30% on the day, but I mean, 30% when it's a dollar stock is 30 cents. You know, I think we got 10 cents on Virgin Galactic. So range ain't huge. Just over 4 cents on the average true range. Penny. So four times range versus spread. Bill shorts, it didn't though. That's the whole point. So VCIG at the open, it was down. It was very choppy. It didn't have that big move that you're talking about. It was just too choppy to trade. There was no clean moves on VCIG at all. It was constantly teasing. It's now around the VWAP just over $4, but constantly teasing. It's just not clean. No clean setups on it. Virgin Galactic looking to retest. I mean, we're getting a bit of a flat top up there at 540. Zura. War of the Worlds musical edition. How many shares did I take on Virgin Galactic? 500. 500 shares in, 500 shares out. Just a quick. Made 6 cents. Range is only 7 cents, so it's kind of normal, kind of to be expected. No, I agree with you, Calvus. That's a 100%. Totally agree with you. Right now, it's about patience. There's nothing. I'm looking at loads of different stocks. There's nothing really setting up, as far as I'm concerned. There's nothing really setting up with a good setup that would facilitate a good move. What is my take profit on Virgin? I put a trailing stop in place. I got stopped out after 6 cents. So you're always late to the party, Vols, but it's, you know, it's not Houston Station. You don't have to announce your arrival or departure. I got in and moved up, and it's right now Virgin Galactic. It's flat topping up there at 540. If it moves back up again, it's kind of coiling there. I've got this sideways range now. As you can see from the P&L there, White Calvus, it's like when you've got a car and you look at the mileage and you go so far that it overclocks and goes back to the beginning again. That's what's happened. I'm actually almost back at the beginning. This minus 72. I've got $1 million. I'm $72.50 less than $1 million. That's what that is. I know it's not halted. There's just no range on it. Impixon. Let's have a look at Impixon. You know, I mean, I don't mind you guys calling out these. I mean, they're mostly red on this one on the time and sales, by the way. So it's the space is breaking down. Well, there you go, Joshua. Nice bottle of wine. As Vol says, a nice bottle of wine. In Pixon, Puno, you do have some strange taste in stocks, Puno. Just, where's the volume, buddy? I mean, you look at these blanks, dojis, another blank. Blank, blank, blank. You shouldn't be getting blanks at 10 a.m. in the morning. There's no volume. Where's the volume? Yeah, I had Lucy on the watch list, and look at what happened to it. Lucy. I was looking at potential gap and go, but once it fell below the VWAP, it was never coming back. So, yeah. Yeah, that was common occurrence there, Calvis. The odometer was the mileage clock wasn't like it is today, because you've got extra digits on today, so you have to go a little bit further. But back in the day, it was easy to or you could just get the drill and wind it on till it overclicked. I know someone that tried to put the car on blocks, fill the tank up, and tried to put it in reverse and tried to reverse the mileage, thinking that would work, which we didn't have the heart to tell him, bless. He couldn't, after about 3 hours, he couldn't understand why the mileage wasn't going back, even though he'd been running the car with a brick on the accelerator for the best part of 3 hours. Should have watched that film. He would have known better. Easy, just to, those kind of cars. It was Cortina, Ford Cortina, and it would have been better just to break open the dashboard and wind it back with a drill. There is just nothing setting up. This really is one of the worst days. At least when I've had a bad day, at least there's been volatility that you know, I maybe get faked out on, or maybe I'm getting greedy and going too big, or you know. But right now, it's just there's nothing setting up at all. I'm not trading options, cool shorts. This is not options. This is equities. So it's stocks and shares. So if you thought I was trading options, I'm not trading options at all. Yeah, Lordstown selling off hard. It's on short sale restriction as well. So whilst it is shortable, it's short sale restriction. So it's difficult to short it. You have to put the sell order above the bid. No selling below the bid, or on the bid even. VCIG trying to break and hold the VWAP again. There's an argument for a double bottom on this one, but I'm not convinced with this at all. It's just been faking out and teasing all morning. Virgin Galactic, I got in at for the break of the quarter dollar, 526. Virgin Galactic. Once it got profitable, I put a trailing stop in place. It just didn't look like it had the momentum to break out, so I put a trailing stop in place, and then it pulled back and stopped me out at for a 6-cent gain. So yeah, that's how it be sometimes. Who the hell's Pat? Hoffman Pat? You know? Zurabio is moving up. It's just not. There's no volume on it. I feel like I'm whinging. You know, I do. I just feel like I'm whinging today. And it's not that I'm whinging. I would have liked to have had a nice, good, solid green day. All right, now it's nothing setting up. Yeah, I'm not feeling this either. Even though it's breaking out. Let's retest 540. It might be okay. Yeah, that's it, Neith. There's the follow-through's been missing. So there's quite some good, good pre-market moves on good catalysts, but it was a pop and then consolidation and then no continuation. You had them on watch because they hadn't retraced the gains. You had them on watch, but they're all below the VWAP and they never followed through. And it's that follow-through that we really need. I don't know. I mean, VOF, that's where I made my money on the main account. That's $5. VCIG, Nuvelis, Lucy was of interest pre-market, but didn't follow through at the open. Virgin Galactic, there's more than 3 Calvus, but like I say, no follow-through. MGL Global, hitting the scanners. Yeah, I'm not picking that up. I mean, that's probably an OTC stock. What price is it? 12 cents? No, but Phil's were quite good because I caught the front end of the move, Neith. So the spreads were okay for me on the front end of the move, but after that it double topped. I mean, you can see here. Let's look at this. So I got the front end of the move here. Then it started to pull back, and once it hit 7 and started to pull back, I was out. But I managed to get quite a good piece of that on the main account. And once it broke below that, it did a bit of a double top here, and no. So, but the front end of the move was quite good. Let's see if I can zoom out here. So let's move up here. It was up 550 I got in, or whatever it was. I was able to ride that up. Nice. Who was it that called it out? Was it me that called it out in the Discord, or was it someone else? I can't remember. I think it was me. Yeah, it was me. It was the top of the hour. I called it out here. It was moving up. So I got this pull back. It was me in the Discord. I wasn't sure if it was me or Dave, but yeah. Right. Well, guys, I'm a little bit disappointed in today's action so far. That's not to say things ain't going to move later in the day. still could. Yeah, well, it's that's because it was an IPO on Friday, so it was still on my list from Friday as an IPO, Calvus. It sold off on Friday, but I had it on the screen on my watch list screen from Friday, and then when it started to make its move up, I thought I switched across, and I was able to trade it because it was on my watch list from Friday, being an IPO. Yeah, sometimes it works like that. GBTC, John? You sure that's the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust? I think that's OTC market, isn't it? Like I say, I'm only trading the NYSE and the NASDAQ. I don't trade the OTC markets. Too risky for me. I'm going to draw a line here. That's where it's got to get above. I'm going to duplicate that for the support at the $0.25. It's ranging sideways. That's also what I've got at the moment. It's just sideways chop. $0.75 for me. Yeah, I guess it's going to be one of those be patient type days. VCIG now testing 420. $4.40 high of day. I don't know why I was measuring that. It's on my montage. There you go. Broke new high of day. So I'll get in for the break of high of day and let's see what happens. It's not the pre-market high. There's range on this. $0.12. Get over the $0.50, then I will be very cautious because the pre-market high up there, kind of 56, I think it was 59, something like that. That's that pre-market high. The range is widening, so we're getting 15 cents now on the range. ECIG has been faking me out all morning. Both accounts. So I want to see this up at 460. I get 56 on. Ooh, there we go. For a 20-cent trailing stop in there. And that's a nice breakout. Let's see if it'll test $5. Well, it's a green trade now, so we've made our money back. 100% green on the main account. Need to do the same on the small account now. Got a 20-cent trailing stop. The average true range is 19 cents, so it should be okay. If it starts breaking new lows, it'll probably get me out. The low of this candle is 74. My stop's at 72. There we go. That'll do. $875 in terms of, well, just shy of $300 at the moment. $3,000 profit on the day. This gets over. There's no leverage on this. So if it gets over $5, I still can't trade it on this small account. Again, getting more expensive. Yeah, but it got rejected at 445. Not a clean move. Neil. So we've got Virgin Galactic. It just broke a new high, but then it got rejected. So it's pulling back from the high. I want to see this over. Right now, high of day is 95. So I want to see it over $5. Not getting in unless it breaks $5. Spreads of like 3-4 cents. That's not bad. Do you know when to trade off the by the setups? It's the you look at the setups and the patterns. Getting a flat top there at 95. Third time. Got the whole dollar resistance though. That's the problem. There's quite a few sellers up at 98 as well. So watch the time and say, watch the level 2. You see how people are just like, I want to get out before it reaches $5, so I'll put my order at 98. That way, as it gets resistance on the whole dollar, I'll still get out because the spreads are only 2 cents, so I'll get out at 98. What they realise is that they're creating a seller wall before it gets up there. Always been looking at multiple time frames, Don. Is this the easy answer? Is that you want your entries on the 1 minute on the lower time frames because you get micro entries, but you want to be it wants to be underpinned by the higher time frames. So I got in on this one for the breakout of the new highs, which is more on the 5 minute time frame than the 1 minute. Now all these upwicks are very bearish right now. A lot of selling pressure there right now. Got devil horns on a 2 minute. You've got an upwick on the 5 minute. So I'll wait for this to consolidate now. Maybe pull back to the pre-market high of 460 or even the 475, which is $0.75 psychological level. Wait for a pullback before making a retest of $5. Now I'm looking at the 5 minute. The high on the 5 minute is 498. So really, you want to see it over 498, i.e., $5. That seller's probably still there at 498. Big seller. Now we're breaking out on Virgin Galactic. Not making big, not very volatile though. It's like 6 cents on the ATR. Broke the $0.50, but it's a big lot of sellers at 52. Yeah, but you say it's a nice breakout, but it's only gone, what, it's up to 50, 52, the 53, the high of day. 13 cents from that initial breakout over the flat top of 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles for the break before the breakout after it broke the initial move. And when we look to get in, 43. So it's only moved 10 cents. VCIG is absolutely motoring now. Oh yeah, VCIG, that's a nice little breakout over $5, and I did say I wanted to wait for it to break and hold $5. Now now I need to find an entry. And now we'll look for new highs, so 520. Pull back here. Hold the $5 whole dollar. We'll move back up, retest the highs, maybe. $10 trail in there. 22 cents. I don't really want a 10-cent trail. I want a 20-cent trail, don't I? There we go. 22 cents on the average true range. There we go. We got stopped out for a little over. What was my average? So we didn't get much in that. To be fair, but 5-6 cents. Over a $0.50. High day right now is 55. So let this pull back. Back over the $0.50 and we could be good. Space breaking out. Look at 560 now. Virgin Galactic. Back up. Full top. Breaking lows. Back up there at 530. 33. I see over the $0.50. 24 cents on the average true range. Spreads are still only like 5 cents. Looking at 30-cent risk on any trade. $33 on the 2-minute. Giving it to 30 cents. Even if it's 30-cent risk. Yeah, I totally agree. I want it over 35 for continuation. Not got up there yet. It's up to 34. Sometimes it be like this, guys. As I said, this one's been doing this all day. It's been teasing, making moves, pulling back, making moves, pulling back, if you're a percentage trader, the pullbacks would have stopped you out every time. It's just choppy action today. But when you've got, it was 25 cents on the average true range and 5 cents on the spreads. You got 30-cent risk there between the two, so I'll give it the 30 cents. That's why I've got my stop in there just under. And my average cost is 5.40. I've got a stop at 5.10-ish. So let's see if we can't get a move up. It looks like there's potential on both the 5, well, across them all actually. If it can get above 5.35, that's kind of where it's found a little bit of resistance. It might get back up and retest the $0.50 again. Needs to get over 5.30 first. This is breaking down a bit now. Any kind of lower lows on the on a 2-minute. The 5.13, and I'd say it's going to break down. 16, 15, 14. There's 11, there you go. Breakdown. Yeah, the spreads are widening. There's still volatility in it. I still think this could go. But right now it's consolidated. So that's just timing. That's just bad timing on my part. Going back in for the break of new highs. And I just left it when I had the wait for the break of high of day, as opposed to the break of new highs here. Am I shorts on Virgin Cool Shorts? I'm not shorting Virgin Galactic. I'm not in Virgin Galactic now. I did short Lordstown Motors on Friday though. Bounce at $5 maybe. It is really the only thing that's got any kind of decent volatility across the whole of today. I guess 511. I get it. 508. Flippage. BCIG. Realistically, next entry here would be back over the $0.25, 525. That's really the confirmation you're looking for. Did this last time. If you look at this on a 5-minute, this quite extended consolidation on this pullback. So wouldn't surprise me if you get a similar kind of extended consolidation. That's what 20 minutes, 30 minutes consolidation before it then made its breakout move. So there's potential that it'll do a similar kind of thing on this one. So you watch for the 5-minute candle, but that breaks, first 5-minute candle that breaks a new high. It's currently at 525. Yeah, Josh, no low volume straight away. You said the magic word. It needs volume and volatility. No volume, no trade. Joshua. So yeah, I mean, what would I describe as a good-looking chart right now? Well, I don't have an example of a good-looking chart right now, but pretty much maxed out on my position right now. This needs to go up and test the $0.50 for me. Started with 86,000 in my account today. A little bit in, put the $0.50. A little bit more in there, and then that green on the day, and we get the breakout. Trying to set 20-cent trailing stop again. So this is a nice little breakout that we're good on. So I've not seen any good looking charts today, if I'm being honest, MG. I mean, it's been difficult finding decent setups. I mean, we've got a setup here now at blue skies to $6, I think, $6.50 according to Calvus, but I'm just looking at the daily, and we've got a bit of resistance there at 586 on the daily. And then after that, it's 652, as Calvus says. We're stopped out. Yeah, lost $300 overall. So we're back to 2,700. Just don't like the setups though. It's just very choppy. These extended consolidations are not healthy either, for my nerves at least. If I'm in it, if I take a trade, let it pull back again. Next resistance level, as you rightly say, is 586. Current high of day 82. The next resistance on the daily is 586. Confirmed resistance on the daily is 586, and that would have been from May the 11th. So the 11th of May. And after that, it's 652 from the 8th. Yeah, so Virgin Galactic went up to 560 and then pulled all the way back down to 540. So there's nothing really clean for trading today. That's 85. 86 is the high of day now. No. No, not at all. So I'll come back to this in a second. But Lucy, I'm just watching that on the other chart. Is it a nice chart? If it's looking extended. So the same way as if you're looking to the upside, but it gets really extended. I mean, the VWAP's up here, so it's getting really extended. It's been pretty much adhering to the 9 EMA. But there's no range on it. It's like 2.5 cents on the range. The spreads are 2 cents. So the range and the spreads, it's almost not quite, but almost barcoding. If you want to go short on this, it's very extended. I'd wait for a nice pullback, nice bit of a bounce. Maybe if it comes back up to test 220, look for a move back down, because that was yesterday's Friday's closing price, or the pre-market low. Is there at kind of 223. So those are the kind of levels I would look for it to come back up and test before I would even consider shorting this. It's just too extended to the downside at the moment, based on its sell-off. So is it a good chart? Do I like the look of it? No, not really. Oh, well, new high of day there. Very choppy though. It's getting choppy as well on the route up to the whole $1.06. What I would say is if you're enjoying it, it's 11 o'clock market time, it's 4 p.m. my time. I will be taking the dog for a walk, so I'm gonna cut the stream here. Before I do, just smash that thumbs up button before I do. I'll wait for this to break 6, and I'm in for the break of 6 and the hold. Just smaller size. Add to the position for the test of the $0.50. $6.25 my average. For the test of the $0.50, break of the $0.50. Let it pull back. Stop in place there. How much did I lose today? I'm 2,700 up. Soccer. Who's losing? There we go. 33 cents on the ATR. So what I would say on this is, I'm just going to leave that there right now. I was going to swap it for a 30-cent stop, but I didn't like the wick, so I'm just going to leave that there. It's very choppy, guys, very choppy. I made an extra 300 bucks out of that, so 5,000 shares, so 30,000 entry to make $300. Is that good risk reward? Well, yeah, because I wasn't risking 30,000. I was risking what, 500, made 300 in the end. Probably not great risk reward for what I got because of the stop, but look, I'll finish up there, and by all means join me tomorrow, an hour before the market opens. We'll do it all again. We made 3k today. It's so it depends. Do I prefer the 5 minutes or the 1 minute? So in terms of I'm looking at the spreads and comparison to the spreads, I look at the 1 minute ATR, and I'll compare the 1 minute ATR. The 1 minute ATR needs to be at least double what the spreads are. Otherwise, it's just too risky for me to trade. If I'm looking at in terms of goal, it depends on which chart which pattern I'm trading. So which time frame that the pattern is that I'm trading. So I will look to set my goals and my stop losses and everything else based on the ATR of the chart pattern that I'm trading. So at the moment, the ATR is 50 cents. If I'm looking at, again, what I'm looking in terms of setting my stops, once I'm profitable, I'll probably look at the 1 minute and set my ATR, my stops at ATR. If it's too far, then maybe I'll do half ATR or something like that. ATR over 2. But yeah, well, I'm just maybe what's high of day 673. So yeah, oh, quite a bit of slippage on that one actually. It was only 20-cent trailing stop, and I got 10-cent, 20-cent slippage. I'm not happy with that. Anyway, I'm going to lock it up. I'm going to do it again tomorrow, and I'll see you all tomorrow. So take it easy. Take care. Brush your hair, as another famous TikToker likes to say. And I'll see you tomorrow, guys. Have a profitable one.